Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a new pick a card reading for you guys, all about what you need to know right now about your career and finances and money in order to make the best of your current situation and get ahead to where you actually want to go. So that's what this reading's all about. If you guys are new to pick a card readings, I'm going to give you guys a quick little rundown of how it works. So here we have pile number 1, pile number 2, 3, and 4. So take a moment, pause the video if you'd like to find out the pile that you're the most drawn to. You can pick based on just the pile right here, or you can pick based on what crystal you're the most drawn to. But I definitely suggest picking based on what your gut calls you towards, rather than what you find is the most beautiful. And if you guys want to know what these crystals are, here we have some chrysoprase, this is pyrite, this is peacock ore, and this is aventurine. So once you're done picking your pile, you can scroll down to the description box or the comment box to find the timestamp linked to your specific pile, so you can jump ahead and watch your specific reading. But without further ado, let's hop right into this, starting now. All right, so pile number 1, if you guys pick this pile, this is the reading for you, all about your career and finances and what you need to know at this time. So without further ado, let's jump right into this reading. All right, so pile number 1, this is what I'm feeling for you guys. So we start off this pile with the 3 of Swords, then we have the Chariot, Shadow Work, and the Magician. So the 3 of Swords is making me feel like you guys are stuck in something that you don't really like, or that you're currently not living your passion, or you feel like you're stuck and you can't live your passion, or maybe you had tried out your passion, had some disappointment, and you feel like you can't do it, therefore you're doing something that you're not really being called towards. The Chariot makes me feel like, you know, you're doing something, but your face is looking off in the distance somewhere else. Like you're not really into what you're currently doing, and you're daydreaming about going somewhere else, you're daydreaming, thinking about a different career, basically. This can also mean for finances right now that you guys aren't necessarily in the best place right now. Maybe you have some worries going on. Right now is just kind of a negative time compared to other times that you've had in your life. And right now you're sweeping the horizons of ways that you can bring up your finances again and have more financial freedom. So I feel like you guys are currently scanning the horizons for a kind of newer job that's going to actually follow your passions and align with your passions, and also scanning the horizons for ways to make more money right now. We also have the Shadow Work card here, and this is making me feel like there's certain things that you guys really need to let go of, because I feel like you guys are attached to certain belief systems that are actually holding you guys back right now. And so the advice right here is that you need to purge limiting beliefs, and these limiting beliefs can be anything around the thought of like, oh, I can't make that much money based on my passion, I'm not going to make very much money, or if I leave this, my passion is kind of one of those jobs that is hard to get into, etc., etc. Thinking any of these limiting negative beliefs that make you feel like you can't do something, or that you won't do something, or that it's not possible, these are the limiting beliefs that you guys need to purge right now. And this is like the star right here that she's kind of holding in her hands is making me feel like you guys have a seed. It's like a thought that's like waiting to light up, but you guys need to focus on it to grow it more, to become the brightest shining star that can actually sustain itself. So right now it's like you guys have this like seed that you're ready to plant, this idea that you're ready to plant, ready for it to come into fruition, but it's like something's holding you back. It's like you're almost worried about certain things. It's like your own thoughts are holding you back, or past rejection or past circumstances are making you feel like you're going to run into the same patterns, stuff like that. But it's not going to, because we do end this spread here with the Magician. And so this is actually saying that anything's possible for you. It's a reminder that you can manifest your desires. The Magician, he can do anything. He has everything in front of him that he needs. He has a wand, he has a cup, he has a pentacle, and he has a sword. That's all the elements. He's ready to manifest his desires. And so working on manifestation can actually really help you guys at this time for career and finances. And this is also making me feel, with the Shadow Work talking about money, this is making me feel like there's a seed that's ready to grow and blossom into something new. So maybe you guys have a certain idea in order to make more money. You guys have this like idea and you're just waiting to like act upon it. This is saying this is probably a good idea to act upon for you guys to make some more extra money, as long as it's safe with you, as long as you feel really good about it. And you just need to purge some limiting beliefs that are holding you back at the moment. We also have the card here of Transmute, and then we have the card here of Power, and then we have Take Risk. So transmute. It's time to transmute the old limiting beliefs, kind of like we were saying. It's time to blossom into something more, something new. I also feel like this card is making me feel like currently you guys are the flower with the honey, but you also need to become a bee as well. You guys need to learn something new or try something new that you guys haven't really thought of before. And yes, it's extra work, but you guys are totally capable of doing this so that you guys can be sort of self-sustaining and be the flower and the bee to get the honey and the pollen and do all the things that you guys need to do. I feel like you guys have what it takes to do it all. And I'm getting the feeling like you're almost doing it on your own. For most of you anyway. Again, it is a general reading, so just kind of pick up what correlates the most with you. And then our next card is power. And so this is making me feel like you guys actually have a lot of potential within you, and this potential is waiting to sprout. But currently you're just holding yourself back at the moment, but you just need to step into your own power and take some risk. Because yes, it might be scary stepping out on your own, either starting your own business, working from home, or stepping into trying to do your creative pursuits or trying to do something that you haven't really done before. It's time to take that risk, step into it, but first purge those limiting beliefs, because if you step into this risk with those limiting beliefs, usually you're gonna have to face those obstacles sooner or later, and they will hit you dead on if you don't get rid of them before stepping into this. So purge some of that like old limiting belief stuff and then take that risk that you've been waiting for, whether it's trying this new job to make more money or jumping on this idea or finally doing your passions, anything along the lines of this. It's time to take that risk that you've been thinking of. We also have the card here of safe travel, and then the card of true love, come to me. And so when the true love come to me card comes out here, true love shall come to me as I will, so make it be. That's what it says, right? Sorry, that card's like really far away from where I'm sitting, so it's kind of hard to see it. But this is making me feel like this is about your passions, your true love, like what really inspires you, what really gets you motivated and gets you out of bed in the morning that you're just so excited to do. It's time to make those things come to you and those dreams come to you and this career come to you that actually correlates with your desires. This safe travel card makes me feel like either some of you guys will literally be traveling in your job, especially when you have the chariot here as well. This could potentially mean you are actually traveling for your job, but if not, this is just basically saying that you are safe to take this risk that you're thinking of. You're safe to go out of your current shell and get out of your current box and your bubble, step outside of that bubble and do something you haven't done yet before, and just know that you're gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. We also have the card here of water, which again makes me think of more travel, and then the card of new moon. So the new moon is like starting something new. This is something you guys haven't yet done before. This is starting a new phase in finances and career as well. With this water card, this is making me feel like this is using your intuition. Act when your intuition tells you it is time. Listen to your intuition, follow your intuition, all the above like that. Also, it's really funny, this is a 1 and an 8 and this is a 4 and a 5. Those both equal 9. So you're literally at the transition phase. 9 is all about the phase of transition, about like it's like almost stepping into the new beginning, because after 9 it becomes 10, which equals a 1 numerologically. So it's literally ending an old phase and beginning a new phase. We also have the canary spirit, sing your own song. So this is just reiterating the fact that it's time to do what you're actually passionate about. What are you passionate about? What is that? What does it look like? How do you start doing it? And step into beginning it. Our last card here is groundhog spirit, time to let go. So with this, it's time to let go of the old, time to move on from what does not resonate with you anymore. So if you're in a career that no longer resonates with you, it's time to make that switch. It's time to let go. It's time to also listen to your intuition about when it's time to come up from the earth, you know, Groundhog Day. When is your Groundhog Day? When is it happening? When is it coming? And then with this canary spirit, sing your own song. Sing the song that actually makes you feel happy, that makes you want to wake up in the morning and get out of bed and shine your light. So what makes you feel that? Go towards that, and finances will follow with that. And I feel like you guys already have this kind of like sprouting idea of what to do about your finances right now, about how to make more money. I feel like there's like some sprouting idea that you guys have already been thinking about. Time to act on that. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys, pile number 1. I hope you guys liked this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a really big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. All right, so pile number 2, if you guys picked this pile, this is your reading all about your career and finances and how to make the most of it what to do about it, how to make it better, all that kind of stuff. So without further ado, let's hop right into this reading, starting now. All right, so pile number 2, this is what I'm seeing for you guys. So we start off here with the 4 of Wands. So this makes me feel like you guys might be in something that's stable already. You guys might be at a comfortable place, but it's like time to grow and expand. And if you are currently not in a comfortable place, this is just letting you know that you're soon coming into a more stable, comfortable place. But for the most of you, for the most part, that picked pile number 2, I'd say that you're in a pretty comfortable space. Maybe it's not like the absolute most amazing space, but it's at least quite comfortable. The next card that we have is the 6 of Swords. This is making me feel like maybe you have a desire to move somewhere, maybe you have a desire to move jobs, maybe you have a desire to go somewhere else or to expand your horizons, let go of something old that maybe it works for you, but it's time to move on into something different. Maybe you guys are ready for some sort of change right now. Or maybe you guys are wanting to change up maybe your current financial situation. Sure, it's comfortable, but maybe you want to expand the horizons even more. Or expanding the horizons work-wise and doing something else, adding on something, going someplace else. There's some sort of like change that is like awaiting you guys, that you feel like it's time to move forward and expand in some type of way. The next card that we have here is the Wheel of Fortune. This is kind of talking about the certain cycles of life. So maybe you're kind of bored with what's going on right now. Maybe it's just kind of mundane. It got kind of old. It's time. You're ready for something new, basically. You're ready for something new financially and career-wise. And so it's time to kind of change up and mix up the waters that you guys currently got going on. Just mix it all up. The next card that we have is the 5 of Wands. And this is all about mixing up different things, adding in new ideas. So maybe you guys aren't necessarily going to change the job or the financial situation that you're currently in, but somehow you guys are definitely thinking about switching it up a little bit. Something needs to change. It's gotten a little bit mundane, a little bit too routine. It's a little bit boring. It's time to expand it in some type of way. Whether you guys own your own business or you work for somebody else or you don't work at all, it's time to step into something that's more independent, more you, more creative, because the 5 of Wands also asks for creativity. It asks for things that are a little bit outside of the box. Talking with other people, getting other people's opinions about how to expand this certain thing, how to get a little bit more creative with it, how to change it up a little bit so you're not always doing the exact same thing. But somehow you guys are wanting to grow and expand in some type of way. We also have the card here of Compassion, then we have the Alchemist, and then we have Get Creative. So of course we end on the card Get Creative right here, because again, the 5 of Wands does talk about adding in a little bit more creative ideas, adding in something else. It also talks about changing things up, and it can be a little bit awkward to change it up, especially since I think you guys already have a proper foundation. It's not like you guys need to do something different, but I feel like there's a desire to do something different. And so it's time to get creative with that. What can you change? What can you change up to spice up your routine and get a little bit more spicy with what you do? Also with this card, Compassion. Have compassion for yourself, have compassion for others, of course, the basic meanings of compassion. But I also feel like just looking at this card, I hope you guys can see this. I know sometimes these cards are pretty reflective and it can be hard to see what's on them, but there's basically like some sort of like deer skull head and its antlers are decorated in some like jewels and stuff. I hope you guys can see that. But basically what that's making me feel is like taking something basic and decorating it. So basically it's like renewing it somehow, making it fresh again, guys. Somehow you guys need to make your current situation a little bit more fresh. Add some pizzazz. Maybe increasing your financial income in order to have a little bit more pizzazz in your life. That's what that card's really making me feel. Then we also have the Alchemist right here, and this is kind of mixing in different things. So I feel like for you guys, the advice is to add in something a little bit different that you haven't even thought of before, something that's outside of the box, and mixing it and getting creative with it to blossom something completely different, something completely new, to birth something new in order to have like a fresh thing, makes you stand out of the crowd type of deal, that sort of thing. There needs to be this new freshness added to this. We also have the card here of Destiny. All that I shall need to know as I walk shall now be shown. And then we have the card of New Beginnings. Let this magic in my spell clear the space in which I dwell. And so this New Beginning card, it's funny that this is a 4 and a 4, which is an 8. Then we have an 8 over here. There's a lot of 8 energy. This is really promising when it comes to business and finance. It promises good fortune. It promises when you take risks, you can expand a lot in business. You have the potential to make a lot of money. It's also a very lucky number. So with this destiny right here, I feel like it's almost like you guys feel this calling to do something a little bit different. And also it's like reminding you that if you are unsure about what to do, ask. All that I shall need to know as I walk shall now be shown. So everything that you need to know as you walk will be shown. This is your destiny. It's something that can't be changed or altered. Well, it technically can be, but still it's pretty much your destiny. So as long as you go with the flow, you're going in the right direction. Then we also have this new beginnings card. So you're changing something up. There's a fresh new beginning happening. Butterflies are always all about transformation. So you start out as a caterpillar. You guys are probably the caterpillar right now, about to go in its cocoon because you guys know you need a fresh start. And now you're going to go through some metamorphosis. It's not necessarily changing up what you do, but it's some kind of metamorphosis in what you currently do and what you currently have. Metamorphosizing it till it becomes even more beautiful. It's renewed, it's fresh, it's now exciting again, all that kind of stuff. We also have the card here of friendship, which is also an 8 right here, which is really funny. So again, reiterating more 8s. Again, friendship is also kind of talking about ask friends or family for their opinions, ask for advice. It kind of matches with the 5 of Wands because this is getting others' opinions. Sometimes they'll feel like they don't really correlate, and maybe you're going to be like, oh, well, I don't know why you'd share that opinion because I don't agree with that at all. But just think about these certain things. Other opinions that people give you, just think about them for a moment, and it might lead you to something when you can change up what you currently do and have some fresh ideas. We also have the card here of grounded. And so this card, you know, you're stable, you're already grounded. It's a 4, just like the 4 of Wands over here. Everything is good. We also have a lot of 4 energy right here. You know, 4s remind you that you're safe, you're secure, and you're stable. So it's kind of reiterating the fact that you're going to be fine, but it's just time to get creative and have like a fresh pizzazz added to what's going on. The next card is the cat spirit, which is again 13, which is a 4, and this is claim your independence. So if you guys currently aren't independent, it's time to claim that independence, step into a more independent role, open your own business maybe, go get a job, things like that. Claim your independence. Also claim your uniqueness as well. So in this new fresh start, maybe you guys work for somebody, but you need to be a little bit more independent. You need to be a little bit more creative and have a bit more of your say in the workplace. Maybe you guys already own your own business, but now it's time to just feel comfortable owning that business and know that you can change up this when you want. You can change up that when you want because of the fact that you own your own business and stuff like that. The last card that we have is the White Raven Spirit, Trust in the Magic. So this is again just reminding you to trust in the magic of the universe, trust in the magic of signs and synchronicities, all this kind of stuff. Trust in your own magic and your own creativity to align you to the exact thing that you need to be doing at this time. Just utilize the magic and the energy of this world to bring in the exact picturesque idea of how you guys want to change up what you currently got going on. And I promise you it's going to be amazing. I'm excited for you guys. And that's all I see for you guys. Pile number 2. Hope you guys liked this reading. If you did, don't forget to give this video a really big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys. All right, so pile number 3. If you guys picked this pile, this is the reading for you, all about your career and finances and what you need to know right now. Without further ado, let's hop right into this reading. All right, so pile number 3, this is what I'm seeing for you guys. So we start off with the 3 of Pentacles right here, then we have the 9 of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Universe. So I don't know why off the bat, I'm kind of getting the feeling like either you guys are freelancers, you take random jobs here and there, or you currently don't need to work very much, but somehow it's like inconsistent a little bit, but yet it's still kind of like comfortable, it's fine, you guys are cool with it, or you guys don't need to work for some type of reason, but I'm feeling like it's like not consistent somehow. And I feel like you guys are a little bit of dreamers currently, and you guys always wonder about, okay, what can I do? It's like there's unsure vibes in here. I keep getting these like kind of a little bit unsure vibes. Maybe you guys even have like a job, but it's just not something that either you guys want to necessarily stay in, or maybe it's a job that you guys want to stay in, but somehow it's like maybe you guys make your own schedule, and so it's a bit more free, but yet there's still like this dreaming mind that wants to expand more and go into broader fields still, or like do something different. There's somehow this mind that wants to expand, and maybe you guys already have like the most amazing job ever, but you still are a dreamer and want to expand more type of thing. But for the most part, I'm getting like an inconsistent vibe here for some reason. Maybe you guys make your own schedule, like I said, or you guys are freelancers, something like that, or currently don't work. But those are all the options that I'm kind of seeing in this particular pile for you guys. And I'm feeling like with you guys, there's a sense of like your true self and your passion hasn't been really found yet. Maybe you already know kind of like what you're passionate about, you know who you are, you're sure of who you are, you have this essence and this vibe about you that you have all of your stuff together, which is amazing, but yet there's this dreaming aspect of you that wants to search for more and you want to find more. And that's actually a good thing. I think it's because you're supposed to expand more. And with this universe card, it's like you're supposed to go to broader and broader horizons always. I feel like those of you who picked this pile, you're going to have careers where they continuingly expand as you keep going. And you probably don't even see the whole picture of it yet. It's going to just continue to expand more and more and more as the years go by. But it's something where I feel like you guys are going to be working with other people, bringing your services to other people type of thing, and doing something that helps people around the world, maybe even helps like the masses around the world, and maybe you have a business that's really well known by many people or that many people need to utilize, something like that. I'm definitely seeing something around those lines, but again, you guys are dreamers. Whatever you're thinking about is going to continually expand more and more. We also have the card here of movement, sacred sexuality, and versatility. So with this versatility, again, that makes me think of a freelancer vibe or something where it's like you guys make your own schedule, you guys work for yourselves. There's some type of versatility where you guys are able to call the shots type of deal, whether you are high up in the business or not. There's some sort of versatility with this, which is amazing. And then with the sacred sexuality, it's like makes me think of something like really creative. There's a lot of creative vibes here. Maybe you guys are a very attractive person, therefore like you get into either acting, maybe you're also on YouTube or anything like that, but somehow it's like people are attracted to you, your energy, the type of person that you are, your personality, maybe your outer appearance. Somehow your attractiveness is actually going to be what makes you money. And I'm not saying that in a weird way. I'm not talking about like porn or anything, guys. I'm talking about this kind of stuff, unless that's something you guys actually want to get into. That's all up to you. I'm trying to keep this PG, but I'm just saying all the things that come to my mind lately. The other card that we have here is movement. So this is something that makes me feel like you guys are constantly going to be moving, expanding, constantly growing in this career. Like you guys aren't going to get one job and work at a bank and then just work at a bank for the rest of your guys' lives. That's not what I'm seeing here. Like this is something that's constantly growing and expanding more and more beyond what you can currently see in the moment. We also have the card here of psychic protection. Around me now, a shield of gold protecting me strong and bold. So when you guys are like having a career where you're out in the public a lot or something like that, it's good to always be protected. This is just reminding you of that protected energy. You guys are going to be fine. You guys are protected. I'm feeling like you guys are. So don't worry too much, but just keep yourselves protected as well, because definitely if you're in a field where you're getting a lot of attention, it is smart to always protect yourselves, especially because of all the movement, all the different things that can come up randomly if you're working in a more public sort of job, which I feel like most of you who picked this pile probably work in a bit more of a public job. We also have the card here of dream sweet, sleep deep. Sleep that deep and last till more and wondrous dreams for days reborn. So with the dream card, I feel like, again, like I was saying, like you guys are dreamers. Whoever picked this pile, you guys are totally dreamers. You're expanding the horizons more and more always. And I think it's time for you guys to actually dream a little bit more, expand your horizons a little bit more, because maybe you guys are at a bit of a peak at the moment. You guys don't know how to expand more, but there is actually more to go. You just need to continue thinking about it. Just what like the King of Swords, he just reminds us to continually use our intellectual mind. So think about stuff, dream about it, daydream about it, that kind of stuff. And that way you'll begin to create it, you'll expand on more ideas, therefore you can act on those ideas and create it into your experience, your life experience. The next card that we have here is Truth. And so this is, I feel like this being around psychic protection, I feel like you guys need to really watch out for always speaking the truths, never really hiding anything. I think that might be a challenge for you guys in the workplace. Also, always being truthful to others about services, anything that you guys do. That card just came up. I'm gonna come back to that card if I think about anything else for that one. Then we also have the card here of safe travel. So if you guys are traveling at all in your work, especially with the movement card and the universe card right here and the versatility. This can all be about travel, so you guys might have to travel a bit for your work. This is just reiterating there's safe travel. It's also reiterating the fact that there is going to be possible travel in your work in order to expand it more. We also have the Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. The deep dive is really making me think along the lines of the universe and the dreaming card, because it's time for you guys to really dive deep into your mind and be versatile with what you're currently thinking. Like, just know that there's more beyond the horizons of what you can currently see. The King of Swords also reminds us of a deep dive mentally to really figure out what it is that you guys want to do and how to make it happen. And then the last card that we have here is the Dove Spirit, be peace. And so that also makes me think of the Psychic Protection card. So if you guys are out in the public eye, this is really making me feel like just be a light bringer, be all about the peace, speak the truth, but in a very peaceful manner. If something ever happens and you guys are out in the public, usually drama can happen a lot being out in the public, so just bring the peace, be peaceful. It's also, I think, telling you to remind you to calm down your current mindset. So even if you guys aren't going to be out in the public, and I'm just talking about those people right now, even those of you that aren't necessarily going to be out in the public but have a certain job that aligns with what I'm talking about, this is talking about calming down your mind, becoming a very peaceful person so that you can take a deep dive mentally and figure out exactly what's going on for you and exactly what your next step is in order to expand your horizons more, because there's a lot of expansion happening for you guys right now and a lot of possibility in front of you that is just waiting to be unlocked, basically. And so that's what I'm seeing for you guys who picked this pile. Thank you guys so much for watching, and definitely hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already, and that little notification bell if you guys want to be notified every time I upload a video. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys. All right, pile number 4. This is the reading for you guys, all about your career and finances and what you guys need to know at this time. So without further ado, let's hop right into this reading. All right, so pile number 4, this is what I'm seeing for you guys. So we start off this pile with the 8 of Wands, then we have the 2 of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Devil. And so with the 8 of Wands right here in the beginning, this is like really quick stuff. Quick stuff coming in, communication, fast travel. Maybe you guys work in something where communication is key, stuff like that. With the 2 of Pentacles right here, you guys are either juggling a lot, or you're taking on a lot of hours at your current work or a job, or you juggle 2 different jobs right now, or there's just not enough time to fit it all in. So maybe money is a little bit of like an up and down type of thing right now, where it's like either you have a lot of it and then you got to spend a lot of it, or it's like constantly a flux and a flow. It's like constantly a flux and a flow right now for you guys. And there's lots of movement happening, lots of change constantly coming in and out. The Fool is making me feel like either you guys think about changing your job a lot, or it's like you guys kind of like wander on the path and you just kind of like to change things up all of the time. The 8 of Wands is also changing things up. 2 of Pentacles is like juggling 2 different things, balancing out 2 different things. Either you guys probably go to school and have a job on the side, or you guys currently go to school and maybe you make a little bit money on the side here and there doing certain whatever side freelance jobs or anything like that. But somehow there's a sense of freedom here with the Fool, or it's letting you know that you need to free up your schedule a little bit more in order to make more time for yourself, in order to maybe get a better job that pays more, that you don't need to be working such long hours and doing so much. But somehow it feels like you guys are almost chained to it. Maybe there's like this limiting belief that you guys have that says, oh, I have to work hard in order to make money. I have to stay up late and work this many hours in order to make a good living, stuff like that. There's some limiting beliefs that are holding you guys to this idea that you guys need to work a lot and you guys don't have a lot of time. But there's like this desire for freedom happening right now, that you guys want to break free and have some freedom. And basically what the other cards are saying, so we have this card Withdraw, then we have Shadow, and we also have Ask Body. And so Withdraw is like, I feel like you guys need to take some time for yourselves, because I feel like time is way too consumed right now by either work or school, doing way too much. Your time is just absolutely taken up at the moment. And I feel like you guys need to come back to a rest and give yourself a little bit of a break. I feel like you guys are like overworking yourselves. So whatever you guys do, you're overworked. You're just pushed to the limit. And with the Shadow card, it's time to come to terms with your shadow self, your limiting beliefs, which the Devil reminds us about. So this is like kind of either working in a toxic place or toxic things are happening and going on, and you really need to withdraw in order to get away from that sort of darkness that's a little bit around you right now, and also get rid of the limiting belief systems that you currently have. And in that withdrawal, when you're purging that, you need to come to terms with yourself, ask yourself, what do I really desire? What do I really want with my life? And how do I pursue my desires? So that's like the big question that I feel like you guys need to ask yourselves right now is, what do you really desire and how are you really gonna make that happen? But I feel like in order to come to those answers, you guys first need that withdrawal, and you need to come to terms with that shadow side that is kind of looming in the background right now. Also with finances and stuff, I feel like things can change up really quickly for you with the Eight of Wands. I feel like there can be a quick change. And I feel like you guys just definitely need some more freedom with that Fool card, because I feel like it's just juggling way too much. Things are a little bit disorganized. I'm almost feeling like definitely there's a disorganization here where like maybe even you guys have too much time to yourselves. I'm seeing two different sides of this reading. So maybe either you guys are overworking yourselves or you're being too lazy and it's time to withdraw, purge some of that limiting belief systems, and really ask yourself, how do I go about doing this and how do I make my dreams happen? It's time to really withdraw yourself and ask yourself the important questions, because there's definitely limiting beliefs happening. So I'm also seeing for some of you, maybe there's like a bit of a sadness going on with you where you don't know what you want, you don't know what you want to do, and it's making you feel like this person off in the corner where they're either dancing or they're kind of like hurt by something and just kind of like, So that's what I'm kind of seeing there. So it's time for you guys to definitely take some time alone in order to figure out these certain belief systems and to really purge those and realize that you can change anything. And how do you want to change it? What does that look like? And then use your imagination. Focus on your imagination. What do you really want? What can you make happen? What can you do? And just know that you can do anything. Don't let your limiting beliefs come in while you're watching this video saying, but I can't do what I really want to do. I can't. Don't let that happen, guys. Use your imagination. Believe in yourselves. And realize that you do have the potential to do it all. Imagination now sets me free. Divine ones, I send my thanks to thee. Just wanted to read that out for you guys. So your imagination can now set you free. And that's important when we have the Devil card right here, because this is being chained to something either toxic, being in a toxic work environment, or doing a little bit too much and having those limiting beliefs where you think that you have to do things a certain way or that you're chained to something and you're stuck. It's a feeling of being stuck. And so your imagination now sets you free. Imagine what you want your life to be and then think about it. How can I make that happen? We also have justice. By the power of 3 by 3, Matt delivered justice to me. So it's time to bring justice to yourself, break free from either the toxic work environment that you currently have, break free from the limiting beliefs that you currently have, break free from feeling stuck. It's time to bring justice to the situation and realize that you can do anything. It's time to withdraw, do the shadow work, purge all those old belief systems and those old things that are currently holding you back. It's time to completely break free from that. We also have the card here of Psychic and then the card of Earth. And so it's time to get grounded. When we have this Earth card, it's time to really find your feet again, find your stability. We do have the Eight of Wands and the Fool, which makes me think that currently things are a bit up in the air, especially with that Two of Pentacles as well. Things are very up in the air for you guys right now, and it feels like you're constantly tossing many different things at once, and you don't really have a solid foundation right now. So it's time to bring on that earth energy, find that stability, find that solid foundation where you guys can take a breather for a moment and just feel stable. And then with the Psychic card, this is reminding me of the Ask Body card. It's like really connect your mind, body, and spirit and ask yourself, what do you want? What direction do you want to head in? Because right now I feel like you guys are kind of all over the place, and it's time to pinpoint where you guys want to go, where you guys want to end up. Find your stability and head in that direction. We also have the Peacock Spirit, let it shine. And then we also have the Wasp Spirit, sometimes life stings. So I'm going to start with this one, this message of the Wasp Spirit. So this is funny, it comes out kind of really close to the Devil right here, just based on the layout that I'm doing today. So sometimes life stings. Sometimes we have those moments that make us feel like we're less than, that make us feel like we're stuck and we can't get out of certain situations. Sometimes we're in that kind of, energy. But sometimes that's just what life is. Life brings about certain things, but look at it as a blessing. Look at it as a blessing that you ended up where you are. You've learned all these lessons. You've been through so much. Usually going through tough things makes you very strong. Again, like going to the gym, lifting tough weights makes you strong. Going through life, mentally having to deal with a lot, it makes you strong. It just does. And so you guys are definitely stronger now than you were before. And that's a great thing. Now it's time to be that peacock spirit and let it shine. Where do you guys want to go? Where do you guys want to end up? What are your talents? This is really making me feel like shine your talents. What are they? Ask yourself, what are your talents? And where can that lead you? Where can you go with that? What do you love to do? What is your artsy side? Bring it out. What do you love? What are you good at? And what do you want to do with that? And find stability in that. Find stability in your own power, your own unique talents and stuff like that. Instead of living in a life where you're unstable, you're already standing on an unsolid foundation because you don't like where you are. That's an unstable place to be. So now realize that in your creativity, you can actually find that stability. And in the things that you love, your natural talents, the things that you enjoy to do, you can find stability in that. And the reason why that's the easiest place to find stability is because you enjoy doing it. You can wake up every day and do what you're passionate about because it's easy, because you're passionate about it. And so that is a stable place to be. And so the last thing that I do want to say here is, a lot of people try to say like, oh, being a doctor is a stable job. Well, if you're not passionate about being a doctor, then being a doctor is not going to be a stable job because you're going to not like it every day. It's going to be a struggle to get out of bed. That's non-stability right there. But say art fascinates you, or writing books, or writing this, or doing that, whatever you're passionate about, whether people say it's a tough, unstable job or whatever, it'll be more stable because of the fact that you can do it every day. That is stable. So that's the message I wanted to give to you guys. Love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, don't forget to give it a really big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already, and hit that little notification bell if you guys want to be notified every time I upload a video. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.